A question, or can you just sort of talk about the magnitude of so much from so many, all seemingly at the right time?
Yeah, this is where we are right now, and this is temporary. This is not you know um, a full season deal, but we just got to wrap our minds around that it's all hands on deck, and each game is its own journey, and we're going to need our full roster to contribute, and it'll be different guys at different times in the games, and different things in different games. Because we had some different lineups out there clearly, but the second unit guys really just gave us some inspiring basketball out there. KZ gave us some really important minutes, as they were shuffling in between playing big or small. He was able to play both those kind of lineups. Max obviously hit some big shots that we needed against a very good defensive team. And then Caleb is just a great competitor. As a head coach, I just really enjoy watching him work every day and watching his approach to this and watching him compete. The guys love playing with him. He inspires everybody with his crazy efforts and his competitiveness. He's our kind of guy, and he really impacted this game. A lot of winning plays.
It was clear after the last week that the man-to-man defense needed some sharpening, some tightening. What changed? Like, what kind of a process was it the last couple of days? And also, how instrumental was PJ Tucker's voice in kind of?
Oh, I mean, not just his voice, but his toughness. His ability just to take on all the big challenges. Whether it's Giannis or Middleton, or sometimes with Holiday. We were able to keep our defense at bay. At certain points during the game because of his toughness and savviness, and you just can't teach that. That's just being a great competitor. And yes, his voice just constantly calling out schemes. What guys where they're supposed to be, encouraging guys and getting on guys in huddles. All of that. It was 10x. What was your second question, or the second guy? Oh, I mean, yeah, we needed that. Like, look, our schedule has been hectic, to say the least. We've been all over the place. Traveling, you come back, and none of us really unpacked our bags. You keep it half packed, because you're going back out. And we've had some practice days. We haven't had many of the days where we've just been able to get in the lab and just watch film and find the things that have really been hurting us, and then take these steps to correct it. It's not like this is just going to happen right now. This is an everyday process that we have to commit to while we have some guys out, and we'll just have to continue to work. And none of that work also guarantees anything. You're just trying to get incremental improvements. And then it always helps when you have an inspiring game like this.
Kyle told us after last game, maybe I have to shoot more. I was so focused on playmaking. Tonight he did both.
Yeah.
I mean, so is that just the measure of who he is, that he realizes a little more is needed on offense, but he doesn't want to also change who he is?
Yeah, I think that's how do you say that? Like, that's one of his genius qualities as a NBA basketball player and savant, that he knows what's needed for a team at that particular time. And that he's done that throughout the course of his career. And he's been able to be a leading man, a second guy, or just a setup guy. And while we were healthy, he was just a setup guy and really helped our game offensively. But we need, the all-star, either leading guy or second guy, however you want to define it. But we need that right now until we get, the rest of the guys healthy. He understands that. And he also knows that, at certain points, it means just making the right play. It's playmaking or scoring, which we needed in the second half. And he did all those plays in the second half with only one turnover. And the first half, he was the first one to say, I've got to take care of the ball better, and we got to manage that better. And he did that, in a great way.
Eric, not that any one person is taking Bam's role, but PJ had a very Bam-like line today with the 15-8-7 and the 2 steals. How capable is he of being that sort of do everything big for you?
Well, that's one of the things that we just wanted to give a vision to, that Bam is one of the most unique players in this league. You just cannot put him in any kind of conventional box on either side of the floor. His versatility is so dynamic and it's unique. But PJ, has a lot of those qualities, and we need that right now. So, that vision is, well, we said while we're working through this, we'll use PJ in a lot of the ways that we used Bam, and he's showing us that he's capable of a lot of that. He's a very smart player. So I already think that he's one of the best screeners, if not the best screener in the league. Those kind of guys, you usually can put more on their plate, and they'll be able to figure it out. And that's what he's been able to do. And it's just, we need that right now. We need somewhere else where the ball can go and we can run some offense.
And just how difficult and how quickly do you have to make those decisions in terms of who's playing when you've got the all hands on deck mentality? Because
Yeah.
you got some closers out there that weren't out there.
Yeah, everybody has to be stable and understand that these are quick decisions and they're not always going to be the right decision. But different segments of these games are going to call for different skill sets. And tonight, we really felt that we needed that versatility defensively. They can get you moving around, and as they did when we played them in Milwaukee, they had us scrambling all over the place, and they got everything in the paint, transition, and threes. Some of the defensive versatility lineups that we had, at least, it's make or miss still, but at least we weren't scrambling around, like we were, or like how they can make you do that often.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you. No.